Sallallahu ala Muhammad Sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
Chapter on Al-Qasama, the oath taken by 50 people of the defendant regarding a murder case when no evidence is available. Al-Ash'ath bin Qas said, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said to a plaintiff, "You should bring 2 witnesses, otherwise the defendant will be asked to take an oath in case of denial." Ibn Abi Mulaika said, Muawiyah didn't carry out the penalty of al-Qisas, equality in punishment, according to Al-Qasama. Omar bin Abdul Aziz wrote to Adi bin Arta, whom he had appointed governor of Al-Basra, regarding a person who has been found murdered near one of the houses of the oil merchants. If the relatives of the deceased prove their claim by presenting witnesses, then kill the killer. Otherwise, do not oppress, wrong the people, as this case may remain pending till the day of resurrection. Narrated Sahih bin Abi Hathma, a man from the Ansar, that a number of people from his tribe went to Khaybar and dispersed, and then they found one of them murdered. They said to the people with whom the corpse had been found, "You have killed our companion." Those people said, "Neither have we killed him, nor do we know his killer." The bereaved group went to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and said, "O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, we went to Khaybar and found one of us murdered." The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Let the older among you come forward and speak." Then the Prophet, peace be upon him, said to them, "Bring your proof against the killer." They said, "We have no proof." The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Then they, the defendants, will take an oath." They said, "We do not accept the oaths of the Jews." Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, did not like that the blood money of the killed one be lost without compensation. So he paid 100 camels out of the camels of zakat to the relatives of the deceased as diyah, blood money. Narrated Abu Kilaba, once Omar bin Abdul Aziz sat on his throne in the courtyard of his house so that the people might gather before him. Then he admitted them, and when they came in, he said, "What do you think of Al-Qasama?" They said, "We say that it is lawful to depend on Al-Qasama in Al-Qisas, as the previous Muslim caliphs carried out Al-Qisas depending on it." Then he said to me, "O Abu Kilaba, what do you say about it?" He let me appear before the people, and I said, "O chief of the believers, you have the chiefs of the army staff and the nobles of the Arabs. If 50 of them testified that a married man had committed illegal sexual intercourse in Damascus, but they had not seen him doing so, would you stone him?" He said, "No." I said, "If 50 of them testified that a man had committed theft in Homs, would you cut off his hand, though they did not see him?" He replied, "No." I said, "By Allah, Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, never killed anyone except in one of the following 3 situations. 1. A person who killed somebody, a case of intentional murder, is to be killed in al-Qisas. 2. A married person who committed illegal sexual intercourse. And 3. A man who fought against Allah and His Messenger and deserted Islam and became an apostate." Then the people said, "Didn't Anas bin Malik narrate that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, cut off the hands of the thieves, branded their eyes, and then threw them in the sun to die?" I said, "I shall tell you the narration of Anas." Anas said, 8 persons from the tribe of Uqal came to Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and gave the bay'ah, pledge for Islam, became Muslim. The climate of the place, Al-Madinah, did not suit them, so they became sick and complained about that to Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him. He said to them, "Won't you go out with the shepherd of our camels and drink of the camel's milk and urine as medicine?" They said yes. So they went out and drank the camel's milk and urine, and after they became healthy, they killed the shepherd of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and took away all the camels. This news reached Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, so he sent men to follow their traces, and they were captured and brought to the Prophet, peace be upon him. He then ordered to cut their hands and feet, and their eyes were branded with heated pieces of iron, and then he threw them in the sun till they died. I said, "What can be worse than what those people did? They deserted Islam, committed murder, and theft." Then Anbasa bin Sa'id said, "By Allah, I never heard a narration like this of today." I said, "O Anbasa, you deny my narration?" Anbasa said, "No, but you have related the narration in the way it should be related. By Allah, these people are in welfare as long as this sheikh, Abu Kilaba, is among them." I added, "Indeed, in this event there has been a Sunnah, legal way set by Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him." The narrator added, "Some Ansari people came to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and discussed some matters with him. a man from amongst them went out and was murdered. Those people went out after him, and behold, their companion was lying in a pool of blood. They returned to Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and said to him, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, we have found our companion who had talked with us and gone out before us, swimming in blood, killed. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, went out and asked them, Whom do you suspect, or whom do you think has killed him? They said, We think that the Jews have killed him. The Prophet, peace be upon him, sent for the Jews and asked them, Did you kill this person? They replied, No. He asked the Al-Ansar, Do you agree that I let 50 Jews take an oath that they have not killed him? They said, It matters little for the Jews to kill us all and then take false oaths. He said, Then would you like to receive the Diyat after 50 of you have taken an oath that the Jews have killed your man? They said, We will not take the oath. Then the Prophet, peace be upon him, himself paid the Diyat, blood money. The narrator added, The tribe of Hudayl repudiated one of their men for his evil conduct in the pre-Islamic period of ignorance. Then at a place called Al-Batha, near Mecca, the man attacked a Yemenite family at night to steal from them, but a man from the family noticed him and struck him with his sword and killed him. The tribe of Hudayl came and captured the Yemenite and brought him to Ummah during the Hajj season and said, He has killed our companion. The Yemenite said, But these people had repudiated him, that is, their companion. Umar said, Let 50 persons of Hudayl tribe swear that they had not repudiated him. So 49 of them took the oath, and then a person belonging to them came from Sham, and they requested him to swear similarly, but he paid 1,000 dirhams instead of taking the oath. They called another man instead of him, and the new man shook hands with the brother of the deceased. Some people said, We and those 50 men who had taken false oaths, Al-Qasama, set out. And when they reached a place called Nakhla, it started raining, so they entered a cave in the mountain. And the cave collapsed on those 50 men who took the false oath, and all of them died except the 2 persons who had shaken hands with each other. They escaped death, but a stone fell on the leg of the brother of the deceased and broke it, whereupon he survived for 1 year and then died. The narrator further said, Abdul Malik bin Marwan sentenced a man to death in Al-Qisas, equality in punishment for murder, basing his judgment on Al-Qasama, but later on he regretted that judgment and ordered that the names of the 50 persons who had taken the oath, Al-Qasama, be erased from the register, and he exiled them in Sham. Footnote 1. Al-Qasama, the oath taken by 50 men of the tribe of a person who is being accused of killing somebody. Footnote 2. Al-Qisas, equality in punishment.